Today, I'm talking about why AI is making marketing harder, not easier. Here's the problem. A few years ago, writing a decent blog post took effort. Designing graphics took a lot of skill, and launching campaigns required specialists. Today, almost anyone can do all three with AI. That sounds great until you realize that everyone has access to the same tools. So the barrier to creating good enough marketing has completely collapsed, which means the internet is filling up with more content, ads, emails, videos, or more noise than ever. And noise is not the same thing as attention. It's kind of like when my kids whine to me for snacks. They definitely get my attention, just not the kind that they were hoping for. The marketers who win over the next few years won't be the ones publishing the most. They're going to be the ones publishing things nobody else could create, especially AI. AI can help along the way, but not fully. AI can remix information. It can't live your experience, though. It can't collect customer stories. It can't make mistakes, learn from them, and turn those lessons into insights like real humans. And it can't generate proof that only exists because your team actually did the work. Google, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and every other system are trying to figure out who deserves to be recommended. In a sea of sameness, evidence matters more than ever. Proof matters. Experience matters. So here's your activity. Run a commodity audit on your most important web pages. Ask, what claims are we making that competitors could also make very easily? What evidence do we provide to support our claims? What stories, lessons, customer examples, internal data could only come from us? What proof would make this page difficult to copy convincingly? Then pick the 3 pages where stronger proof would have the biggest impact. Here's your output: a list of commodity claims that sound just like everyone else, a collection of customer stories, examples, lessons learned, and proprietary insights that you could add with some effort, which is what I'm talking about here. 3 priority pages with opportunities, just 3, or maybe just start with 1 to strengthen trust and differentiation. And your outcome is going to be content that stands out in a sea of AI-generated sameness and sometimes slop. Stronger trust signals for both humans and AI, and better visibility because your content becomes more site-worthy, and a brand that's harder to replace because it's built on experience, not prompts. Little tip here: before publishing anything, ask yourself, could ChatGPT or any other AI create 90% of this without knowing anything about my business? If the answer is yes, you're probably publishing something that's a commodity. Do you want to work with a company that's non-commodity, a non-commodity agency? Well, that's us. Sure, we can build websites, create content, and do SEO. Lots of agencies can do that. But what matters is building a system that turns expertise, proof, and customer trust into measurable business growth. If that's what you're after, let's talk. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Do something to make sure you keep seeing content like this if you found it helpful. And I sure hope you found it helpful.